Hey guys, it's San and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. Today we're actually going to be reviewing Japanese versus English products. The pros and cons to each one of them and how I believe each one should be used for investment purposes, alright? So, I decided this video should be made because there's a lot of people who are very anti-Japanese product simply because it's not going to appreciate quite as well as English in many cases. However, I believe Japanese does have an edge over English in some regards. So I'm going to make this in two categories. One is a Mainstay set. I don't have very much Japanese product. I do have a Plasma Storm booster box. So that's my example for a Mainstay product. And we got English Hen Fates and Shiny Star V, no English counterpart yet, and I don't have Ultra Shiny GX, so these will be my comparisons. So here's how it goes. When it comes to Japanese product, more often than not, if we're talking about Mainstay sets, you don't want it, 100%. The reason Mainstay sets have any form of strength at all, a lot of the time, is playability in Japan, and they're just not that aesthetically pleasing in many cases. Like, for example, if we look at Infinity Zone and Explosive Flamewalker, those were the two sets that combined to become Darkness Ablaze. Those two are much weaker than Darkness Ablaze is, so you just don't want to have that. And let's say you're dealing with playability in a set. If you bring it over here to the US, because everything I ever talk about, it's in reference to the US, I live here, you're not going to make money shipping it back to Japan. It's just going to be absurd shipping it over there. So there's no reason to do that. For that reason, I think Mainstay sets are not something you should try to invest in too much. My examples are Evolutions and Burning Shadows right here, because these are some of the things I've got. Japanese will always be the second fiddle to English when it comes to main sets. Just look at WotC, perfect example. Japanese base didn't move until long after English base. Same with Neo Discovery, Neo Discovery, Neo Genesis, Neo Destiny, all the sets. All of them moved after the English did. So that's where they have a weakness. However, there's a new kind of set that got introduced a couple years back in Japan called the high class sets and the specialty sets. Those have an advantage over English. So the high class sets, which you guys will be most familiar with, are Shiny Star V and Ultra Shiny GX. Also, Tag All Stars GX. So those are high class sets. You get a guaranteed V or higher per pack. They have really good pull rates, essentially guaranteed pulls per box because it's just so consistent that overall they're really strong, and they usually become what we know as our holiday specialty sets, where it's like, buy an Elite Trainer box, get 10 packs, buy this pink collection, get 3 packs, or 4 packs, whatever, right? Well, those are the ones that have an advantage, alright? And to show that to you guys, I'm just going to compare, Evolutions is one of those weird spots, right? Evolutions is a Japanese specialty set. It's called CP6. Evolutions right now is running around $400. It's skyrocketed over the span of like a month and a half up to that price. I say month and a half because Evolutions was on the move before Logan Paul. It was slightly moving up, right? Logan Paul like rapidly accelerated that. CP6, however, that was on the move for a while, years before Evolutions was on the move. I'm actually going to pull up a few prices for CP6. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. CP6 right now, a steal is if you can get them below $1,000. Just a little box. I'm not 100% sure if it's 10 packs like the others or if this is a 20-pack card packs. So don't quote me on 10 or 20 packs. It's going to be one of those two. I'm not 100% sure which, but regardless, if it's 10 packs, you're paying like $100 a pack. If it's 2 packs, you're paying $50 a pack. This, you're paying like, 36 packs? Probably $11 a pack. So it's not even close. It's absurd. And part of that reason is because Japanese products, its whole gimmick, like the whole reason it's even valuable, is it's aesthetically pleasing. The cardboard is higher quality. The boxes themselves, like, come on. An English Plasma Storm box looks nowhere near as good as this. This is the Japanese one. It just looks infinitely better. it's just like there's no real comparison on that case. You want to compare even Darkness Ablaze to Infinity Zone? It's not even close. Those packs look so much better. Sorry for the noise. And so it's all about art. Like, let's say we take the, what's a perfect example? I think they're called Pokemon, like, Super Premium Collections. It's got, like, the 4 promos, and then the Jumbo, either Darkrai and Umbreon, or Espeon Deoxys. The Japanese singles of those are, I think, like $60 or $70 for each one of those. In English, they're like $5. Okay, come on. It's just, depending on what sets they come out of, because Japanese, usually everything is in some form of box. It's in some form of set, which automatically makes it be more appealing. It's why the high-class sets are so special. It's why things like the Japanese Rayquaza was so much more valuable than the English one, because you actually have to pull it for a while. And overall, Japanese products are just far more appealing. Like, let me give you a perfect example. Just look at this guy. Look, went out, bought him. It's been a terrible investment. He hasn't appreciated at all. If anything, this guy has depreciated. And so, like, this is a bad example if I'm using that, but overall, just much more appealing than the English-American counterparts. All right, go on, Malum. So, back to what I was saying. That's how I believe these two should be measured up against each other. English is essentially, it's the default. It's a lot easier. Sorry, he found a water bottle. He's playing with it now. So, English is the easy money. It's like, this is usually what's going to grow more consistently. It's going to be more reliable. When it comes to the main sets, when it comes to the Japanese, you want your high-class sets. I don't care what anyone says, alright? Because regardless of what they say, this is honestly a lot more visually appealing than this. This is nice, but if I had the Ultra Shiny GX box, it's just head and shoulders above it. And the fact that I could take an Ultra Shiny GX box and go, you're going to get 3 baby shinies and 1 full art shiny out of these 10 packs minimum, just, again, head and shoulders above the English counterpart. That's how I believe you should view them. And so, I lost my train of thought. I had something there for a second, right? I forgot what, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Japanese is more allocated. That's the big thing. Alright, I know this whole Tag All-Stars thing is reprint is happening, but that's nothing too major to worry about. It's some disconcerting news for long-term investors, but it's a good product. But the fact that this is allocated and is not going to get reprinted anywhere near as much as the English is going to get printed just gives it, again, that advantage. I'll give you some price comparisons. So if we look at the Japanese Cosmic Eclipse versus the English, there's no comparison. Any Mainstay set, there's no comparison. English is way better. We look at any high-class set. Let's see, the 2 big ones. Ultra Shiny GX is one of them, and then we got Pokekayun, also known as Generations. Pokekayun, a box of it. Last I checked was around $400. Don't worry, I'm going to put up some prices for that one just so you get an up-to-date one. Ultra Shiny GX, however, your average packs of Hidden Fates are about $10, $11, depending on how taxes, shipping, all that pans out. For Ultra Shiny GX, it's around $200 to $240 a box. That's about $24 a pack. Insane price difference. Like, it's just ridiculous. So I hope that helped strengthen my point to you that English Mainstay set, fantastic. Japanese specialty sets, almost always going to be superior to the English one. Just English is a whole lot easier to flip. Straight up. It's just super easy to flip at this moment, though. Alright, that may change in the future. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys in understanding English versus Japanese products. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my dog Malum. And so, yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you agree that perhaps that this is how it is? Mainstay sets for English, high-class / specialty sets for Japanese? Or do you think Japanese has more potential in its Mainstay sets than English at times? Or even, Do you think that English is just superior than Japanese? Regardless, y'all's opinions are welcome. I would love to hear them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.